watching the 2015 PBA Philippine Cup. Both GlobalPort, Batampierre, and San Miguel Beermen have players not present in today's game. For GlobalPort, they're still missing Anthony Semerat, already his third game out dahil sa shingles, an adult form of chickenpox, while ang San Miguel naman, Marshall Lassiter is out due to a combination of chickenpox and measles. Anthony will be back in practice tomorrow and will be able to play in their next game. Si Marshall naman might still be out in their next game. James?
Maraming salamat, Apple David, of course, third member of our broadcast panel. Both teams dealing with different illnesses to some of their key contributors. Marshall Lassiter, his shooting is going to be missed. Hopefully, the other Beermen in uniform can provide that. You know, Ronald Pascual can snipe away. Chris Lutz can shoot.
That's why they brought in a guy like Pascual. That's why, because they understand na kapag mawala yung isa sa mga wingman nila, kinakailangan na merong kapalit. And because of Marshall and Chris Lutz having some injuries in the previous year, I think ito yung insurance nila. Ronald Pascual coming in at the guard spot.
As we look at this fast break play, Chris Lutz pushing the pace. Hand off to Ronald Pascual and then feeding the big man. Junmar Fajardo inside. Fast break brought to you by Smart Bro, tomorrow's internet. Earlier, Sol Mercado really putting the clamps on Stanley Pringle. Stan the man tried to bully his way inside, but Mercado looking for a foul on that one. Here's Romeo with the pull-up. Misses that one, and Sol Mercado looking to push. Pascual couldn't handle it. Pass too hot para dito kay Ronald Pascual. Bola babalik sa Batampierre.
You know, I was fortunate enough to be able to play under Coach Leo Austria at that time playing in the PBL. And you know, one thing I really realized about Coach Leo is pakataas ng kanyang basketball IQ. And he expects that from his players because he teaches things na parang may photographic memory siya. Nakikita pa lang niya, napanood niya isang beses, alam niya nang i-explain right away. And that's why I have such a high regard para kay Coach Leo.
I specifically remember this one time as Adamson Falcons played the Ateneo Blue Eagles. The Blue Eagles were then the #1 team in the league. Ando si Doug Kramer noon. #1 fast break team in the league. Ginawa niya, binagalan niya yung laro. And that was talagang bakas na bakas lang sa akin na ang galing dumiskarte nito si Coach Leo Austria. Changing the pace, you know, ability to shift gears. And ngayon makikita mo meron siya materials in the Beermen. So
at ang kagandahan dito, magaling siya mag-scout. He's able to break down ano yung weaknesses ng kabila. You know, that's why it's also a challenge for him. You know, with a team as talented as the San Miguel Beermen, it's always a question, do I make my opponents change up against me or do I change up against them? Diba? Yun parating choices din.
The mental battle always very fun to watch. As you look at the coaches here in the PBA, Lutz getting on the line. Of course, Coach Leo Austria with his brain trust on the bench. Ng Beermen. San Miguel extending this lead, 16-11, just past the halfway mark. Ang ating unang yugto. Alex Cabagnot now on the floor. Spectacular numbers sa Cagayan de Oro, 15 points and 14 rebounds as a point guard.
Hindi nagtapat, ha? Cabagnot at itong si Sol Mercado. Ang matchup is Pringle against Mercado and now it's Cabagnot against Ross.
Ron J. Buenafe going on a fishing expedition. No foul might be beaten dito kay Chris Lutz. Ron J. Buenafe, of course, one of those guards who have not just a license but a visa to shoot. Para dito sa GlobalPort Batampierre.
Well, that's why you get a Ron J. Buenafe. Hindi naman siya kinukuha para sa depensa niya. You get him because he can score.
As you look at Terence Romeo dancing with the defense, dazzling with the dribble, and then go all the way for the finish. Thunder Drive brought to you by Fulton. Power your business.
Alam mo, simple lang. Kung nandyan si Terence Romeo sa loob, ako ayoko, I refuse to guard him. Ma-highlight ka lang eh.
Well, you have to do your darnest best.
Kahit na. Huwag na lang.
You know, must be fun to watch yung mga scrimmages sa GlobalPort practice. You have Cabagnot, you have Pringle, you have Terence.
Diba?
I wonder how many times his teammates have felt that. Cabagnot, though, whistled for the foul on Ronald Pascual. 3-point lead by the San Miguel Beermen, 16-13, under 5 minutes remaining here in the first. Pick and roll action. They try to lob it inside to Fajardo, but bothered by Yancy De Ocampo, one of those guys who really has to elevate this game in today's matchup.
You know, when you're matching up against Junmar Fajardo, Junmar plays what? 37, 38 minutes. So once you're inside against Junmar, ang kinakailangan niya, subukan mo siya itulak palabas dun sa posisyon na hindi siya as comfortable. Push him maybe a foot or two away from that block, away from that spot. Don't let him get offensive rebounds. And if you're able to do that, that means yung trabaho mo is about 90% done.
Arvin Santos nakagulang, forces a turnover and Mark Isip. Just a 3-point ball game here in the first quarter, 16-13. Back in a moment.